Hey babe, so today I'm going to be doing a draw our story, which is just really my version of how we got to being boyfriend and girlfriend. And I tried to keep it short, but somehow it was a pretty long story. So here goes. It just started one day when after school there was a party on that was going to be that night. So me and Marissa were hanging out before the party and we were just talking about what boy's going to be there, what are we going to wear, who we're going to know, and all that. And something we used to do always before we used to go to a party back then was we would go onto Facebook and we would suss out the invite list, which is exactly what we did. So we basically logged onto Facebook, clicked the party invite, and sussed out every single person on the invite list. And I remember we clicked on this one profile. We clicked on heaps of profiles, but I do remember clicking on one profile where we didn't really take notice of who the guy was, but we just did notice his profile picture. We clicked on the picture and it was him leaning up against a brick wall and he was posing. And I remember we looked at the picture and we were like, does this guy think he's a model? Why is he posing like this against a brick wall? Seriously, that's actually what went through our head. And little did I know that something would come of that. But yeah, so we were like, is this person a model? Having a little laugh at it. So anyways, gets to later on, we have to get ready for the party and I did my hair all cute, like to one side the way I used to wear it when I used to go to parties back then. And I picked out this navy polka dot dress, which really wasn't really any revealing at all. It was just a cute little dress, and me and Marissa thought we looked so good this night that we had to bring a camera, and we looked so mature and so nice that we have to bring a camera and take heaps of pictures this night because it's going to be such a good night and we look nice. And yeah, so the party was just down the road around the corner, so we got dropped off and we get in there and there's the DJ, and pretty much we knew every girl that was there because it was more than half of our year level. And we just knew that because of that it was going to be a really fun night, because nothing's better than when all the girls get to a party together. And yeah, it was going to be a good night, and we could just tell by when we walked in that the music was pumping and every girl was in a good mood and it was going to be fun. And Marissa had the camera, so we were like, we've got to take so many pictures tonight, it's going to be so fun. Yeah. So then a little bit on further into the night, it was pretty early on. Me and my friends, as girls do, we were dancing in our own little circle on the dance floor, minding our own business, just being cool kids that we thought. And obviously some other guys thought that we were pretty cool because not long after, these three guys came up to our circle and they just like joined in. They didn't really say anything, say hello or nothing. They just came up to the circle and joined in. And I remember that I was looking at the guy next to me and I was thinking, like, who's this person? Not really feeling like, why is he dancing towards me? But little did I know that the guy on the other side of the circle was kind of sussing me out. And then, bam, he cut off the whole circle that people were dancing with. He grabbed me by the waist and he pulled me in, and it was really awkward for everyone else, so they just walked away and it was just me and this guy. And he pulled me in and he was like, oh, do you like my friend? And I was like, who's your friend? And then he was like, me, which was a really weird pickup line, but yeah, that's what he said. And then a couple seconds later, as we were dancing, he was like, oh, can I kiss you? And I was like, what? That's really weird. Like, he hasn't even spoken to me. Hasn't even been a minute. Who does that? That's literally what I was thinking. But then we were just dancing and I thought it was pretty cute. So I just said to myself, oh, I'll make him wait a couple minutes and then maybe I'll kiss him. And then as we were dancing away for a couple more minutes, I was like, okay, I'll give in now. And then that's when it happened. The first magical moment where we kissed on the dance floor like cuties. Mwah. It was a very cute kiss. I don't remember it that well, but that's what happens. And yeah, the more that I was next to this guy, the more I was realizing that it was really cute, and I was like, I did pretty good for myself in my polka dot dress, which shouldn't have gotten anyone's attention. But then a real odd thing happened, and he was like, I'll be back. And I was like, huh? What do you mean? Like, we didn't even spend any time together. And then I was like, oh, whatever. One of those guys. Lucky my friends are here, because I'm just going to go back to the party. And found my friends, and they all, we just went back dancing, not worrying about anything, having a good time. So then, as the night went on, everyone was dancing to the DJ, and I was with Marissa, and we were taking pictures on the dance floor. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see the cute boy in the back with another girl, and I was just thinking, what? I didn't understand. I thought, like, don't you do that when you're in year 10? You go around parties with all the girls? And me and Marissa were like, who does that, really? But whatever, you can do whatever you want. He's definitely must be that type of guy. And what a mistake. I shouldn't have kissed him, because I don't want to be that type of girl. But then it was time for the birthday cake. And everyone was around for the birthday cake, ready to sing, getting together. And as everyone was surrounding the birthday cake and about to sing happy birthday, I was standing kind of on the outside of the circle. And then out of the corner of my eye, I spot to the side of me 3 guys, one of them being the cute guy. And I thought, this would be my chance to go over there and show that guy what he missed out on, because he didn't even want to get to know me. And so that's basically what I did. I just went over there, and I just went up to them, and I just started talking. And then probably was a really good idea, because the guy was all like, oh, you're really nice, blah blah blah. I didn't really know what we ended up talking about. I guess he must have really liked my polka dot dress, but blah blah blah, who knows what we talked about. But then he ripped out his phone, and he was like, hey, give me your number. And I thought, like, oh, that was cool. Maybe I'll get to know this guy. Or maybe not, who knows. But then as he passed me his phone, I noticed on his screen there was a picture of him with a girl. And I was like, is that your girlfriend? That's really weird. First you were kissing a lot of girls, and now you have a girlfriend. And it didn't make sense to me. I was really shocked, and I'm like, who is this guy? What's his deal? I don't understand. And then turns out that picture was just of Katrina, who we love. So that was that. And then we started dancing again, and he asked me for another kiss, and I was like, ew, gross, get away from me. You kissed so many other girls tonight, I'm not kissing you again. Missed your chance. That boat has sailed. So anyways, back to the party. Long story short, because the party had a few ups and downs, my phone got stolen, so him getting my number went to no use. Marissa's camera got stolen, so taking all those good pictures, which we never ever will see again, went to no use. But then the next day, as you do after a massive party, you log onto Facebook, and I click on and I see a new friend request. And then to my surprise, when I clicked it, it was the cute boy from the party who had added me on Facebook, which I was really excited about. But then I realized I'm probably not the only person he added from the party. And then I click on his Facebook, and I was actually really happy. But then when I clicked on his Facebook and realized I definitely was not the only girl that he added that day, because every girl on his Facebook had posted on his wall saying, hi Anthony, you're cute, nice meeting you at the party, ha ha ha. And I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'm gonna wait. And I came up with a plan that I would wait until I saw him online on Facebook chat. And then when I saw him online, I was gonna pop up and I was gonna say hey, and he would say hi, and then we would start chatting from there, instead of doing a stupid wall post like every other girl did. So yeah, I thought I was pretty smart on that, because that actually happened. And then after that, I would always log on and he would always be online and we would always chat. And I didn't even know what we used to chat about because I remember we didn't really have that much in common. We'd like ask questions about each other and we'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm not into that type of music. It was really weird. But anyways, then I get a letter from Optus one day and hooray, a new SIM card came so I could put it in a new phone and yeah, I could finally get my phone back in action after it got stolen. So I had a plan. I was going to log online and I was going to tell Anthony that I got a new SIM and he would ask for my number. And that's exactly what happened. He asked for my number and finally I received a message from Anthony and it was really exciting because yeah, like obviously I wanted his to message me from the start, but my phone got stolen. So then after that I would be going to school with everyone and I'd sneakily be messaging Anthony at school and everyone used to be like, oh, who are you messaging? You don't usually message. Who are you messaging? And I was all like secretive and like, no one. But yeah, then it just got to a point where like every day we would go online after school and we would chat on Facebook and I would go online just to speak to him or just to see if he was online. And sometimes I would like wait to see if he was like, if he would pop up to me first. But yeah, anyways, one night he asked if he could call me and I freaked out and I ran away from the computer and I was walking up and down the hallways of my bedroom and I was like, I'm not used to this, what am I gonna do? And then because I was so nervous, I just made up an excuse. I can't even remember what I said, but I just had to come up with an excuse and I said, I can't tonight, but maybe tomorrow. So at least I had a day to prepare myself for a conversation, if he even remembered to ask me for a conversation. But then the next day, after school, back online, just chatting like normal, and yeah, the question came up again, told me to call him. And this time I was like, okay, I'll call you. And yeah, so after I had a mini freak out, I paced up and down a bit, holding my phone in my hand, waiting for it to ring. And then I was like, no, you just need to relax. It's just a phone call. It's fine. And I was sitting on my bed and then he called and it was all good. And it was, who even knows what we spoke about, but I remember that it was a pretty long conversation for a first convo. And it went so long that I was sitting on my bed for ages talking and I thought that it was really cool. And the conversation just kept rolling. Even though I thought we didn't have anything in common, we somehow stayed on the phone for ages. And I was really, really happy about that. And then back to just normal. We used to text, we used to be on Facebook together, and yeah, that's just what we used to do all the time. And then he started saying we should hang out, and I was like, that would be really cool, but I bet it would never happen because I'm not used to that type of stuff. But then one day, I was thinking that I really need to go and buy a present for my friend for her birthday, and I thought that it would be a really good excuse if I asked him to come buy a present with me, because then it would just sound like he was helping me out and just coming for a chill day, and it didn't really sound like a date. So I asked him if he wanted to come buy my friend's birthday present with me, and he replied with yes, that he was gonna come, which I didn't expect, but yeah. And then I was really happy that he had said he would come, but then I got really, really scared and really, really nervous because I'd never hung out with a guy before. So it was brand new. But anyways, the next day came and I remember that when I walked up to him, I just remember that he was so much taller than what I remembered, which I liked a lot, that he was tall. And I thought that that was pretty, made him even more cuter because he was so much taller than me. But yeah, anyways, we went to the shops and we bought the present, and it was a really cute day and there was no pressure on it, but all day I was just thinking like, I wonder if he'll want to kiss me again. And he asked me a couple of times during the day if he could, but I kept on saying no because I was just playing hard to get with my kisses for some reason. But then at the end of the day, we kissed for a while. And yeah, so after that, it just seemed like a ritual. I remember thinking that after that, like I always wanted to see him. And it just turned out that always on a Wednesday we would meet up at the station because we both had a free, and we would hang out and we'd be in our uniform and it'd be really cute. But yeah, let's fast forward a couple months after that to November 15 at 3 a.m. when the guy who I thought, maybe he liked me, maybe he didn't, like I was so unsure, messages me at 3 a.m. and he asked if I was awake. And I was sleeping because I had my exam the next day, but I said yes because I woke up to the message. So I thought, wonder what's on his mind. And he wrote me this whole thing about how he wanted me to be his. And I just was really excited and really happy because I couldn't believe it. I just didn't think that I was the type of girl that he'd want me to be his girlfriend. I thought he just liked hanging out and, an occasional hookup, like who knows. But yeah, and I was really happy, and my biggest worry is that I wasn't going to be enough for him, that even though he liked me, he would still like other girls. But something just in my head said that I like him so much and it's worth it a shot. Like who knows, maybe I'll be better than the other girls. And I was willing to try to see if I could be the different one. And yeah, so the next day, it was November 16, and we hung out the whole day. And the whole day I knew like it was coming because he basically said that it was. And it was the end of the day, and he asked me if I would be his girlfriend. And even though I was scared at the time because I didn't think I'd be enough, it pretty much was the best thing I could have ever said, because who would have known that we would have gotten what we did back then when we were 17, and somehow liking you turned to loving you. And so that brings us, that crazy story happened 3 years ago, and today's our 3rd year anniversary, and I am so happy. And it's so crazy how we've been together 3 years, because the first time I met you, I did not think you would mean anything to me, and then the first day we started going out, I did not know where it was going to go, but I'm so glad that I stayed on and that we turned out being the best thing ever. And I love you so much, and I always will. And I can't tell you how much you exceeded all my expectations, and that's why we always grow stronger and stronger every year. And I could not ask for a better relationship, and I not only love you, but I love us together, and I'm crazy about it. And I just want to say happy 3 years, babe, and I hope you really enjoy this little story. And in years to come, we'll watch it and we'll still probably be laughing at my voice and laughing at how cute our story is and how it's just not a typical story, but it works for us, and love you.